Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. I'm Marlene. I run the page Fit by Lena. So every day from November 21st to December 21st, I will post a daily sit down video talking to you, encouraging you, helping you to get your mindset in order that you may continue and be successful with your weight loss journey. So if you're new to my channel, this is your first time watching any of my talking videos, I have a whole playlist, okay? I have a whole playlist for you. So you can just click on the playlist at the end of this video and you can catch up with all the content that you've missed. But today is day 14 and I hope that this video helps you a lot, okay? So when I decided to start the series, I came up with a list of topics, right? Like, oh, that'd be a good topic. This would be a good topic. And I save all my topics on my phone in my little notes app, whatever. And so right now there's all this controversy going on with Coach Primetime, okay, Deon Sanders, right? Because he is he is going to leave Jackson State University to go to Colorado and to be a coach, to coach their football program. And a lot of people, a lot of black people, okay? Black people is mad. They are really upset. Marlene, honestly, I can see both sides. You know what I mean? I'm really torn. I see where Coach Deon coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I also see where the people are coming from. And so before I ever speak on stuff, I don't just go off titles or headlines or a quick blurb on the internet like that. I watch a lot of content. I read a whole lot of stuff so I can understand or gain a better understanding, right? Listen to different perspectives to really see what truly is going on. So Coach Sanders, who used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, when I was a kid, and he was just prime time. He really was prime time. He's just that good. Okay. So now he agreed to become a coach for a collegiate program. I think for an NFL player, a Hall of Famer of his rank, of his stature, right? He really took a demotion. I think he was only making $300,000 a year, right? And some people be like, but that's a lot of money to you. You know, people have a tendency of doing that a lot. You know what I mean? When people make certain amounts of money, oh, but that's a lot of money. Oh, you should be happy with it. You will be happy with it, okay? Coach Deon, with his entire resume, years as a collegiate football, a kid football player, high school football player, collegiate football player, Dallas Cowboy football player, Hall of Famer, just an overall consumer of football. How much, he's probably a walking thesaurus of football. What, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy, right? An almanac of football. Somebody like him, 300,000 is a lot, okay? You have YouTubers, you have YouTube couple channels on here on YouTube who make pranks videos, right? Pranks. Goofy stuff like this. It doesn't require any technical skill. It doesn't even require for them to stay on a schedule. You know, a lot of people make money on YouTube doing stuff that honestly adds no value. It adds no value. It doesn't require any kind of technical skill, any kind of educational skill. It's just goofy stuff, right? And they make a crap load of money. You understand? So when you think about how technical the skills are that you need to be a successful coach, your leadership skills, your knowledge skills, the management skills, all the stuff he has to do, honestly, $300,000 for Deon Sanders, though, that's nothing. So pretty much he was doing that job for free. Okay? He was doing it for free. And so he was there for 3 years. And I think this year they were completely undefeated, right? I think last year it was 12-1, and this year they were completely undefeated. So he took a demotion, okay? Took a salary for the sake of it, because I feel like that's just volunteering at this point. Completely turned the program around, build these young people up, put JSU on the map. Me, Marlene, I can tell you honestly, I had never heard of Jackson State. Come to find out, Jackson State University is an HBCU. You know, I'm from the DMV, so when it comes to Howard, Hampton, I know about those two, Morehouse, Spelman, those are big in Georgia, but I had never, Morris Brown too, but I had never heard of no Jackson State now, right? So I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so now he is moving to Colorado, and I think they've offered him $9 million. So it's the salary for him and his people, his team. And so it's a 3-year contract. So it kind of comes out to $30 million, right? And he is going to Colorado. So people are really upset, like, oh, but you said we were going to do this. You said you were going to do that. You said we were going to build this. What about the players? And I get it. But my thing is, everybody out here needs to learn to be self-sufficient. Sometimes in your life, you got to be grateful that you even had access to a coach like Deon Sanders. It's like me, right? I have a trainer here. His name is Jasper Dent. Jasper is phenomenal. Jasper has a gym. It's down in Metairie. It is called the Athletic Sports Institute. And Jasper actually does favor Deon Sanders. I think Jasper favors Deon Sanders. Jasper, too, grew up playing football, all that kind of stuff, right? Got the big arms like Deon Sanders, right? But, I'm moving to Virginia at the end of the month, right? And that was something that was causing me anxiety. But I was like, Marlene, instead of having anxiety about going to DC and not having Jasper anymore, you have to force the attitude that you have to be self-sufficient, right? Be grateful for the time that you spent with Jasper, and then just keep it going, keep the momentum going, right? So it's like, it is what it is. But what I really want to focus on, right, is like going from $300,000 to somebody offering you $9 million a year. That is crazy. That is crazy, right? And keep that in mind. Keep that right here. Keep that on this side of your mind, okay? I'm gonna put something right here on this side of your mind. Okay, cool. Like when I started my weight loss journey, right? 2018, I stopped. 2020, I stopped. 2021, I started. I stopped. That's 3 times, right? Okay, cool. What happened also was comparing yourself to other people. I can be very honest. Like, oh, my body doesn't look like this. My body doesn't look like that. Because you have all these fitness girls on Instagram. Like, they're like super fit, super jacked. They have the abs. And I look at the time like, man, I should have started when they started. I should have posted when they posted, right? And then you stop. And then you say to yourself like, oh, nobody's watching my videos. Like, nobody's watching my reels. I don't have as many likes. I don't have as many views. I don't get as many comments, right? So you're like, well, maybe I don't have anything to offer, right? Maybe I'm not someone that's important. Like, maybe I don't have anything meaningful to add to the conversation. Maybe people don't feel as though I can help them, right? And then so that starts to mess with your mind, and you understand. Or even if you're in business, like, you'll see a lot of people who want to become like coaches, and they want to coach people, and they have a lot of information. They have great information, but they don't have lots of followers, right? They don't have a lot of followers. They don't have a lot of views. They don't have a lot of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're struggling. Because a lot of times too, if you're on social media, you'll notice that the people who do the scamming, like Liver King, right? People who are always in the scammery have a huge audience, and people who have something meaningful to offer tend to struggle to build an audience, right? And one thing I've told myself as it pertains to me resuming my weight loss journey in the season, which started on June 21st of this year, right? It's the fact that, like, before you can coach people, right? Before you can coach people, before you can lead people, you have to show results. Right? You have to show results. People have to see what you're talking about in your own life. You understand? If you want to be a wellness, fitness, weight loss coach, you got to prove to people that you've lost the weight, right? They need to see it. They need to see you go from being big to being fit, or fat to fit, right? You want to tell people how to run a business. They need to know that you've ran successful businesses, right? You know what I'm saying? They need to know how much money you're making. How much are these businesses that you said you've helped? How much are they making, right? You want to coach people into starting YouTube channel. Oh, I'm a YouTube coach. Okay. What are your views looking like? You know what I'm saying? What are your views looking like? What's your money looking like? What your AdSense looks like? What does your CPM look like? You understand? Like, you can't be struggling. You can't be struggling and telling other people, oh, I'm a coach. Oh, I'm a weight loss this. Or I'm a meal prep this. I'm a this, I'm a this, I'm a this, I'm a that. Right? You can't feel entitled to people supporting you. Like, you'll have people also who do hair, braids, weaves, you name it. I'm like, oh, family doesn't support you, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, let me tell you something, right? Don't ever feel entitled to support. You understand? Nobody owes you nothing. It will be nice. Sure would be. Right? Just like when I look at my talking videos here, right? On average, I can get about 200 views so far a day. In 24 hours, I can count on like a solid 200 views, right? Should I be like, oh, you know what? I should have 60,000 views. I should have 100,000 views. Girl, you just started. Okay? Where are the results? Where are your results? What are you bringing to the table for people to trust you, for people to feel confident. Is like, you know what? I'm going to put my trust in her. Oh, I'm a commit to watching her content, right? You have to keep going until you have created enough results. You have to keep going until you've built your reputation. You have to keep going until people can see such a difference that they can't even deny, like, yeah, no, like she did it. What she sought out to do, she accomplished it. What he said he would do, he got it done, right? So yesterday, when I was sitting there and watching all these videos on Instagram, on YouTube about Coach Deon and how he turned around the program, because they said it was a failing program, right? Nobody believed in it. You know, you don't have a lot of black coaches who coach at an HBCU and end up being sought after by predominantly white institutions with that kind of money. So what exactly happened, right? And I said, and then another thing people were saying is like, oh, he took advantage. He's not a team player. It's always I. He sold false promises to these black students, right? Maybe he was never honest from the jump. I'm like, listen, he took a bet on him. Like he took a bet on the failing program. He risked himself and his time, right? But the fact that he took something that was not performing, nobody knew about, and now they're on all these major news programs. People talk about him on ESPN. The attendance is like going crazy. People are excited. I'm like, wow. Even the fact that people are mad that he's leaving. Like most of the time when coaches get fired, people don't really care. When people are that upset that you are leaving a program, it means that you are freaking phenomenal. That's why they don't want you to go. And I'm like, yo, this man is about results. Like, he's about results. And what he done in those 3 years has a lot of people shook. It's like, dang, can he come to our program? Can he come to our school? Can he come to our school? So the predominantly white institution in Colorado, they're like, well, how much does it take? How much does it take? You know, a lot of times before people get started, just like with weight loss journey, you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to make sense, right? This relates to weight loss journey too. Listen to me, right? A lot of times before people get started on the weight loss journey, oh, I got to have the right outfit. Oh, I got to have the right motivation. Oh, it needs to be the right temperature outside. Oh, I have to go to this kind of gym. I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh, I don't know if I can meal prep. Blah, 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 blah. People are always looking for excuses. People are always looking for a perfect this, perfect that. No. Like Deon, Coach Deon, he took something that was completely imperfect. Just like you can start with your body. Like, let's say you are 200, 250, like 300, whatever, right? You might feel as though your body is not where you want it to be. And you might be discouraged. So right now, at your current size that you don't really care for, right? You're no different than Jackson State University. You understand, right? But then here come Coach Deon. And he says, nah, we're going to change that. We're going to change your mindset. We're going to change how you eat. We're going to change how you train, blah, blah, blah. Even you don't believe in yourself, right? Next thing you know, you spend 3, 6, 9 months with Coach Deon. You lost like 30 pounds. Like, what? The weather wasn't perfect. Like the environment wasn't always perfect, but he made you show up and he made you work, right? Because he's the kind of person who brings results to the table. He brings results, right? He brings results. Like, and that's the thing. I'm like, his name means result. Like you said, oh, if I hire Deion Sanders to coach my team, they're going to win. And I was like, when I tell you yesterday, I was speaking in tongues. I was like, imagine getting to a point in your career, right? Imagine getting to a point with your brand. Imagine getting to a point with your reputation. That when people think of you, they just think of success. Like when people think of you, they just think of you as like, if she comes through, she about to turn this whole thing around. You understand? Like, it's like almost like being a messiah in a way, right? Imagine having that kind of cachet on your name. Like, nah, he's worth the money. Where people like, yeah, I'll give you $9 million for 3 years. Okay, you want 30? Okay, fine. I'll give you $10 million a year. Because that's just how much faith I have in you. But you know, getting to a point where you have that kind of reputation, where you have that kind of cachet, where you have that kind of success, it's hard work. It's hard work. It's like I don't know, relentless commitment. You know, it's work ethic. It's like being passionate, right? being strategic, believing when nobody else believes. You know what I'm saying? Like having that, focus, having your mind so focused. Because with everything I do, everything I stand for, everything I put out there, I represent my brand. I'm creating a reputation. That's why I said last time in another video, right? One of these talking videos, I can't remember which one, but we talked about character, right? And I was like, you got to decide who you're going to be. You're going to be a person that starts and quits, or you're going to be the type of person that goes all the way through the finish line. You got to decide. You got to decide your identity. It was like, choose your identity. That's what it was. Choose your identity. You understand? And so yesterday, after having seen all that I saw, I was like, dang, I would love to be Deon Sanders. Like, I would. You know what I mean? I would love it. And what I'm doing now, like when it comes to weight loss, like I would love to successfully lose my weight. Like I would love to successfully help other people to lose weight successfully, right? I would love to help other people, right, successfully renew their mindset and have mindset that are conducive to a healthier lifestyle, to a better lifestyle, to having more confidence in themselves, to having higher self-esteem. I do plan to do like workout videos, like Grow with Joe eventually, but I'm like, working the body out is easy. Getting the mind right is so hard. You know what I mean? Anybody can turn on a workout video and do it for 15 minutes. But are you going to come back day after day after day after day until you accomplish your goal? Are you going to remain consistent with the videos and do the workouts until you accomplish your goals? If your mind is not connected to the work that you're doing, if your mind is not connected to your goals, if your mind is not renewed to understand that these goals have to be like, you have to crush these goals, you're not going to be consistent. You understand? A lot of people approach weight loss from a fitness, nutrition perspective, and as they should. But I do feel as though a lot of people neglect the fact that the reason why so many people let go of their health, so many people start becoming addicted to food and sugar, so many people don't exercise because somewhere in their mind, something went off, right? People went through something that affected them mentally. And so now when you see this body, you see someone who's overweight, it's a reflection of their mindset. We gotta be honest. The way a person looks is a reflection of their mindset. You're gonna look how you think. You're gonna write how you think. You're gonna live how you think, right? A lot of times, like, we talk about culture because I think culture is really important. But a main component of culture is mindset, right? What makes people come together and say, oh, we are a collective? They share a common mindset. They share a common mindset. And many times, right, these mindsets are hella toxic. So the people are toxic. Because even your cultural identity, that mindset that brings people together can be a horrendous mindset. But people have tendencies to trauma bond, right? Hurt people like to hang around hurt people. Bitter people like to be around bitter people. Underperformers like to be around underperformers, right? You will never see somebody who's underperforming say, you know what? Maybe I need to start walking with somebody who can achieve more than me. Because most people don't have the maturity. Most people don't have the maturity to say, you know what? I need to challenge myself. I got to go somewhere where I'm going to be challenged. And I'm going to accept that a person doing better than me will humble me. But that's how you grow. You humble yourself. When you don't know something, you don't pretend that you know. You don't pound your chest. You don't act arrogant. You don't start to smear that person's name because they're performing better than you. You don't do that. You admit that I don't know. This right here, I don't know. And we should all be comfortable and confident to say, like, yeah, when it comes to this, I'm really good. When it comes to that, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, right? But a lot of times when people are low vibrational, they hang out with other low vibrational people because they can't stand somebody raising the standard. That's why a lot of people don't evolve. That's why a lot of people don't evolve. That's why lots of communities do not evolve because people are afraid to raise the standard. Everybody's a low performer. You understand? It's the fact. Champions tend to hang around other champs because they're trying to get better, right? People who don't want to grow always have excuses. I kid you not. People who don't want to grow, people who don't want to take accountability, people who don't want to evolve, they have excuses for everything. That's why I tell you, like, Marlene, I have a low tolerance threshold, right? It's like this small for adults who are constantly riddled with excuses. I can't do it. Like, it drives me insane. Okay? It drives me insane. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. Go give that to somebody else. You know what I mean? I like people who are ready to, like, you know what, take accountability, know their strengths, their weaknesses as much as they can, but they trying to put in that work though. You understand? And of course, you're human, so you're going to have days where you're a bit off, whatever. But their heart is really to do the work, not to run from the work. You know, like, my standards are very high. And that's why, like, even when I had people working for me and stuff, it was hard for them because people just want to chill. People just want to coast. And it's like, you not understand that there's competition. There's competition all around. Like, we are mammals. Like, we are legitimately competing. So when you sit here making excuses about this, and that, time is flying away. Opportunities are going by you. People are moving. The world is moving. Money's moving, right? And you're completely left out of the conversation because you care more about holding on to your excuses than being a person that's about results. You want people to respect you out here, you need to bring results to the table. You want to be a valued member of your company, of your family, of your friendship group, of your business, whatever. You got to be somebody who brings results. You understand? You want people to, you look at your finances and you say, oh, I want to start making more money. Start bringing results. You understand? You want promotions? Bring results. You want more followers? Bring results. You have to bring results to the table. And sometimes, like Coach Deon, you might have to work something for 3 years and not even get paid what you deserve. But you still do it anyways because you love it. Because I was like, honestly, to me, Marlene, Deion Sanders being who he is, I don't see Uncle Sharp out here trying to teach at an HBCU. There are so many Black athletes who are Hall of Famers, who are retired football players, right? How many of them are doing what Coach Deon is doing? So just by that alone, he's doing way more than other people. Shannon Sharp ain't trying to teach the kids at the HBCU. He's not doing that, right? Michael Strahan is not trying to teach college collegiate football at an HBCU, right? So Deion Sanders already, once again, a person that brings results, right? What would they do? A person that brings results, what would they do? They're going to go they're going to go places where nobody else wants to go. Right? They're going to do things that nobody else wants to do, right? They're going to move accordingly, right? Why is that? Because they're not afraid. They know I bring results. The Michael Strahans, the Shannon Sharp, they're ESPN. They're signed with Disney. They get their check. They look good. They put their suits on. You know, how are they giving back to Black children? So even him doing 3 years at JSU, he's done enough. He's done enough. And other Black players who are retired NFL players, they need to follow suit. They need to also come and lend their effort, lend their wisdom and their years of experience and talent. They also need to do that. He did 3 years. He got to move on to somewhere else because he paid his dues. He saw something nobody believed in. He poured himself into that thing for 3 years. Did what he had to do for 3 years. He grew that program. Helped these kids not just with their game, but with their confidence. Right? They got to a point where they became undefeated. What else is there to do after that? Somebody else got to come and pick up the baton because he got to go somewhere and bring more magic. He also got to challenge himself because sometimes when you're the only person that's always pushing, right? You can also get complacent because there's nobody to challenge you. So I'm like, he also has to go somewhere where he can also be challenged and he can challenge other people. So he got to move on. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the lesson I got is like, when you are known for results, when you are known for bringing results, you're not going to be afraid to take risks because you know I'm that person, right? And that relates to weight loss in the sense that Don't be afraid to start your weight loss journey. Don't be afraid to stick to your weight loss journey, right? It might not seem like it right now. The scale might not be moving right now. You might be bloated today. A whole lot of things might be going on, right? And guess what? And guess what? It doesn't mean that 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months from now, you're not going to have the body that you want, right? You really could. You really could, right? It is going to happen for you. And you have to believe that. And you have to believe in it. Okay? So be a person that brings results, right? Going into 2023, that has to be your mindset. Whatever I put my name on, I have to bring results. If I start something, I have to finish it. If I commit to something, I have to finish it. Before I can inspire others, before I can inspire the multitudes, right? I got to inspire myself. You know what I'm saying? Before I can be a model for others, I must be a model for myself, right? Before I can ask for thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of orders, make sure you can handle the first 10 that you're getting, right? Before thinking, oh, I got to make $1 million, I got to make 2 million, make all this crazy money. Make sure that you know how to multiply the little that you have. And if you don't know how to multiply the little that you have, get the education that you need to multiply the little that you have, right? Be a person who brings results. When you do things also, don't just do things for yourself. That's what I see also with Coach Deon over there, right? Don't just do it for yourself. If you want to be a great person, if you want your name to be great, if you want people to come and solicit you, hire you, and do things of the sorts like that, you also have to start by giving. You got to start by giving. You also have to start by caring about other people, right? Make a difference in the lives of others, right? And then so when those people that you are helping, when their lives are transformed, right? When their lives are transformed, people will be like, oh, who helped you? How did you change your mindset? How did you lose the weight? Who helped you? Who helped you? And what would those people say? They'll say your name. Oh, I watched so-and-so. My entire journey, I was working out with so-and-so. Oh, so-and-so is my trainer. So-and-so is my nutritionist. So-and-so is my therapist. So-and-so motivates me every day, right? People will say your name. And it's true in any business, right? There's nothing like word of mouth. So the fact that you don't even have to promote yourself, other people are talking about you. Other people are testifying to how good you are, how efficient you are, how you bring results. You guys, I'm telling you, when you are known for bringing results, you're not going to struggle to have jobs. You're not going to struggle to have money. You're not going to struggle to, some people will hate because let's be honest, right? When you're very successful and you get all the attention and you get all the money, you're going to have people who want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's the truth, right? But there's an even bigger majority of people that are going to appreciate you, right? Because they've seen your work. They've seen your clients. They've seen your results. They see you. They're like, dang, that's impressive, right? They see your clients. They're like, oh, wow, that's impressive. You understand? Like, I see a lot of young girls who want to become like fitness coaches and coach people and write meal plans for people. But I'm like, where is your work? Where are your results at? You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to try to sell people. Take your time. Build first, right? Build yourself. Build your you. That stuff will come. I could have had Stairmaster merchandise by now. Like, oh, I could have done t-shirts that said Stairmaster, like cups with Stairmaster. We're not here, like right now, we're not here for selling. Like, I'm like, Chad, we're here for like relationship. Like, I got to get your mind right. Things will come. Because when you bring results, you won't even have to say, hey guys, I'm selling a t-shirt that says Stairmaster Queen on it, right? The people themselves, when they see the results, they'll say, wow, when you gonna come out with some merch? When you gonna come? It's nothing like when the people actually ask you for stuff, right? Like you think of Michael Jordan and the Air Jordans and what it grew to become, right? But he didn't have to force you to buy the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see what he does on the court, you're like, damn, I want to be like Mike. You know what I'm saying? You want the whole drip. You want everything because you see results. right? Think of all the people who are inspirational. They are people who brought results. Serena is not just a great tennis player because she's a great tennis player. She has all these Wimbledon trophies, blah, 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 blah. Slam, double slam, triple slam. I mean, but dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beyonce's not just Beyonce. Oh, she's pretty, she's light-skinned, she's thick, she makes good music. No, she got the Grammys. She has her Grammys. She has her American Music Awards. She has her Soul Train Awards. She has her BET Awards. She has the tours, the amounts of money she makes on these tours, right? Taylor Swift, she brings results. To the point that they said they're going to stop selling general admission ticket to the Taylor Swift concert because they're in such high demand. Because these people bring results. You understand? So as it pertains to your weight loss journey, people are watching you. You're watching yourself, but people are watching you to see if you're going to be consistent, to see if this is going to bring results. You know what I'm saying? It is your opportunity to show yourself, I got this. And it's your opportunity to show other people, not only did I get myself there successfully, I know how to also get you to your weight loss journey, through your weight loss journey successfully. You have to be a person that brings results to the table. Anytime you enter a room, you got to be somebody who adds value. Value to the room by your presence, value to the conversations, value to the business, value to the finances, right? You have to bring results. That's why when you look at most panels, TED Talks, whatever, right? These people are there based on the results. These people are invited to speak based on their results, right? One of my little sisters was like, oh, Marlene, I keep cheating on my journey because she's also trying to lose weight. She keeps cheating with her meals, right? And I said, because your mind is not right, right? You haven't fully convinced yourself that if you bring results, if you remain consistent, that your life can change, right? And you can't do what you don't believe in. Like, you can't do what you don't believe, right? You can't, if you can't conceive something happening for you, you ain't gonna do it. Your heart's not gonna be all in it, right? People who also bring results have a vision of success. They see themselves successful 3, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months from now, right? They see themselves successful a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now, right? They see it. They see it. So they're not doing things day to day. No, the day to day gets them there, but they're not going to be like, oh, I didn't get any followers today, I'm going to stop, right? Oh, I didn't get the views I was expecting today, so I'm going to stop. No, because it's a 5-year plan. You understand? It's a 10-year plan. So what's a day when you consider, you know what I mean, 3,650 days? You going to stop because one day wasn't good? Child, you have 3,649 days left. Keep working. Keep hustling, right? So maybe for him, he was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself 3 years. So that was his vision. In 3 years, not in a day, not in 2 days, but in 3 years, right? I'm going to change this program around in 3 years. That's why I told you guys, right? When it comes to your weight loss journey, say to yourself, okay, I give myself 12 months, 9 to 12 months, 12 to 15 months, 15 to 18 months, right? And you got to see success. You have to see success at the finish line. 18 months, I got this. 15 months, I got this. By the 12th month, I got this, right? You have to be somebody who brings results to the table. You have to. That's how your name is going to be great. That's how you're going to change your life. That's how you're going to change your finances. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to go from here to here. You know what I mean? Fitness, weight loss, fitness, health, wellness, whatever. It's a great lane to drastically change your lifestyle. You know, I think the best glow up you can ever have is through your fitness journey, right? You don't have to buy fancy stuff. It doesn't require luxury outfits and things like that, right? But just fixing your body, just toning your body, losing weight, building muscle, that is like probably one of the best glow ups you could ever have. Just off of having a nicer body, period. You'll be surprised how many people will start gravitating towards you, right? Like, take me, for example, like with me and the Stairmaster. Honestly, Marlene, I kind of gave up on Instagram because I felt like the algorithm on Instagram is very hard. And I was like, child, I'm tired, right? But recently I have one of my reels, reached like 277 views, 270, like almost 280,000 views pretty much, right? And I was completely astounded, right? But the Lord was like, why are you astounded though? You brought results. You deserve those views, right? And if you scroll the page on my Instagram, you see nothing but me on the Stairmaster. Now I've actually started using weights on the Stairmaster too, right? So you bring results, you're going to get results. You bring results, you're going to get respect. You bring results, you're going to get big checks. You bring results, you're going to get big opportunities. So I'm gonna end this vlog right here, this talking video right here, just by saying to you, be somebody who brings results to the table. Okay? Be someone who brings results to the table. Be a person that adds value, conversations, business deals, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Prove yourself worthy, right? Prove yourself worthy. You have many talents, you have many skills, but if the consistency is not there, it ain't gonna work. Be a person that brings results. You must bring results to the table. Anybody watching me, watches my videos, by next year, right? I expect you to say, Marlene, I did what I was supposed to do. I got this weight off of me. Okay? No BS. No excuses. My children. Sis, I got time for that. Okay? By next year, we're going to sit down, and I expect people who are watching the content today, because by next year, it's going to be at least 6 months plus that you would have been tuned in, right? You gotta have something to show. You got to have something to show, right? By next summer, I expect everybody who's watching today, that gives you about 6 months, right? By next summer, you got to have something to show. You got to have something to show. Or you go get cut off from the channel. You know what I'm saying? You have to show something. You got to be a valuable member of this community. Amen. All right. See you guys later. Bye.